Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Preposition. I hope you are fine. Many of our videos that we explained either in Somali or English, many of them we talked about how to improve your English proficiency. Either how you can learn English from websites. Also, we explained tips and techniques that can help you to improve your English proficiency. Some of our friends asked us if we can prepare a series of grammar lessons that they can learn English grammar. So we are creating two playlists. One is for parts of speech like noun, pronoun, conjunction, parts of speech like that, 8 parts of speech. Another playlist is for English tenses like simple present, present continuous tense, present perfect, tenses like that, 12 English tenses. In our first video, we are going to explain prepositions, one of the most challenging parts of speech. We are looking at preposition of time and preposition of place. And prepositions like in, on, at, they can be a preposition of time as well as preposition of place. So we are going to give a formula that you can recognize the exact preposition that you can put maybe a blanket part. And prepositions play a crucial role when it comes to English examinations. So let's proceed. Hello guys, let us see our first grammar lesson. This is the section of parts of speech. We are going to look at all parts of speech like noun, pronoun, preposition, adverb, adjective, verb, conjunction, interjection, like that. So this is preposition lesson 1. So let's proceed. Meaning and use. We use preposition to show a relationship in time or between two or more people, places, or things. To identify the relationship, action, and its time, or maybe a people and what they are doing, or the places that something takes place. Let us see the example. The first example is the train is due at 4 p.m. In this example, we are linking the train and its due time. So also here, the books are already in the box. We are linking the books to their location. So this is the explanation for the previous example. So we are linking the train with its arrival time. In the second sentence, we are linking the books and their place or location. Okay, so in our first preposition lesson, we are looking at preposition of time and preposition of place. So here we have at, preposition at plus clock time. If you have a clock time like 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., like that, you have to use at. Okay? Or if you have like lunch time or maybe a breakfast time, you have to use at. Here is abbreviation. So I will see you at 3 p.m. And here is the preposition at. We use it at. Let's meet at lunchtime. Here we use it at. If we have clock times, we have to use at. Okay, here is on plus. If we have, for example, if we have days like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, okay, we have to use on. If we have dates like 17 September, like that, we are using on. If we have time expiration, we have to use on. Okay, so example number one, I can deliver it on Tuesday. You see on, because we have a day. Here we have a date. The meeting is on 18th September. 18th September. So if we have a date, we have to use on. Here we have a Monday. Okay, Monday morning. So we have to use on. Here we have a public holiday. We have to use on. If we have a period of the day, we are using in. I will see you in the morning. Here we have the morning, which is a period of the day. We are using in. Also here we have afternoon, which is a period of the day. We are using in. Some people work best at night. This is an exception. If we have period of the night, we are using at. Okay, so and also if we have weeks like the first week, the second week, we are using in. If we have seasons like summer, winter, autumn, spring, we are using in. If we have months like January, February, March, April, June, July, we are using in. If we have years like 1972, 1977, 1960, we are using in. We have to use in. If we have centuries like 17th century, 19th century, 21st century, we are using in. Here is the examples. Example number one, I am going on holiday in the first week of May. We have first week. So we have to use in. Here we have spring, which is a season. We are using in. Here we have a century, 17th century. We have to use in. For example, there is an exception. For example, if we have weekend, we have to say week. You can say either at the weekend or on the weekend. Also, you can say at the new year. Okay? So let's come to preposition of place. A preposition of place, if you have three-dimensional space, what we mean three-dimensional space? And are those shapes or maybe spaces which have three-dimensional like length, width, and base. Okay, like a box or maybe a cuboid. So if we have space like that, we have to use in. For example, I put the ball in the box. Okay, Gele here is missing. Gele is in the bathroom. If we have a bathroom has length, base, and height. So it is we are using in. Here we have the pen is in the book. So the book has length, width, and base. Okay, if we have two-dimensional space like a wall, we are using on. Two-dimensional spaces are height and base. Okay, why are all the toys on the floor? Here we have floor, which is two-dimensional space we are using on. Here we have wall, which is two-dimensional space we have to use on. Here we have beach. Okay, so it's two-dimensional space we have to use on. Okay, further example is regarding our last rule is if we have three-dimensional space, we have to use in. If we have two-dimensional space, we have to use on. For example, here we have people are in clothes, but clothes and jewelry are on people. Okay. For example, clothes are three-dimensional space we are using in. The people have two-dimensional spaces. They have just the base and height. So there's no person who have maybe a width like a cuboid. No. So we are using on. Who is the man in the gray suit? The suit is a cloth. So it has three-dimensional spaces. So we are using in. Person, here we have that shirt looks great on you. We have you. You is a person and the person should have two-dimensional spaces, so we are using on. Some people wear rings on every finger. So here we have a finger. The finger should have height and base. So we should use on. Okay? Let's proceed. Still we are in on, and we are talking about preposition of place. So if you have a private transportation, when it comes to transportation, if you have a private transportation, you have to use in. If you have a public transportation, you have to use on. I came to work in the car today. Car is a private transportation, so we are using in. Taxi is a private transportation, we are using in. Okay, on plus public transportation. All the students are getting on the train. Okay, so and here we have train, which is a public transportation, so we should use on. Here we have on the plane, uh, plane which is a public transportation, we have to use on. Let's proceed. Okay, let's come to art. Still we are in the preposition of place. At plus where something happiness. I will see you later at bus stop. At the bus stop. So here we have the bus stop. We have to use bus stop is where something happens, where the people are waiting for the bus. So we are using art. Here is a place, so we are using art. Okay, art plus phrases for things people do, the places people do things. If you have where something where the people are doing things, like restaurant where the people are eating, you are using at the restaurant, or where the people are studying, you are saying at the university. Okay. Okay, so this is the conclusion, and this is the key point. First of all, you have to recognize and what you have. For example, if they are talking about time, at, and if they are talking about time, and you have clock times, you have to use at. Okay, if they are talking about time, and you have maybe a day, or maybe date, or maybe a time expression, you have to use on. If they are talking about period of the day, or maybe weeks, months, year, or century, like that, you have to use in. Okay. If they are talking about location, and they are talking about place that something happens, like the place that the people are studying or the people are eating, so you have to use at. If they are talking about private transportation, you have to use in. Public transportation, you have to use on. Also, um, for example, two-dimensional spaces, you have to use on. Three-dimensional spaces, you have to use in. So here's the conclusion. We use preposition to identify the relationship between a thing or action and a time and the location of things. Okay, so that's it. And that's the end of our topic. If you are interested in this topic, please do subscribe to our channel, and you are the most welcome. Wish you all the best.